What is up, y'all? I'm going to be doing a reading on 666-000-444-222-333 and 999. So if you have seen any of those synchronicities, this reading might be for you. Let me know if it resonates, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and we're going to continue. Or we're going to start, actually. So, as always, we're divinely protected. We have our spirit guides, our guardian angels, any and everyone who's constantly watching us by our sides, our ancestors. This is a protected reading. No negative energy is allowed. Crows is popping up in my head. Crows. Let's see. Ew. The Page of Wands. Let's do that. Just so that way you can actually see. And what I want to do actually is I want to do like a little clarity for each card already, just to have it ready. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Alright, let's see. To make sure I have all the cards actually. Woohoo! What in the hell? These are the cards. This is the tricky part with. Oh yeah, that is all of them. Okay. Alrighty. Let us see. I don't like this deck too much just because it's so flimsy. I mean, I don't hate it or anything, but it's definitely a little hard to like keep all the cards together. So, um, okay, let's do a clarity card for the Page of Wands, my guides. Thank you. Clarity. Oh damn. Okay, gonna need a little space. Clarity for the Five of Swords. Perfect. Clarity for the Page of Pentacles. Thank you. Clarity for the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, let's try that again. Okay. And then let's do clarity for the Hanged Man. Let's try that again. If it's meant to come out, it'll come out. Clarity for the Hanged Man. Thank you. Oh, page of. Oh, okay. So a lot of pages here. A lot of energy that isn't fully mature. A lot of energy that is very overall kind of still learning, a work in progress, put it that way. So let's start. Page of Wands. Hmm. 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 Give me a minute. Let me meditate on this a little bit. All right. So I have two energies here, two sides of a story. One side of the story involving you. You are feeling a whole new burst of energy, a whole new burst of creativity, of passion, of motivation, of drive. Um, it may have come suddenly or it may have come unexpectedly. And by that, you basically have started, you're not sure what to do with this energy. It's like you're analyzing why you're even feeling like this in the first place. You're thinking to yourself, like I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated. Why is that? It's like you're trying to come off analyzing you're trying to analyze that good energy almost because with the Wheel of Fortune as a clarifier, you haven't had the best luck lately. Maybe things haven't been going in your favor, but even with all the bad luck, you're still feeling very motivated, right? And with that being said, you are no longer in a mental conflict or just in conflict in general. The energy of conflict is no longer an energy that you're um entertaining, I guess you can say. You are moving away towards better goals, better finances, better a better mindset, I guess you can say, a more grounded mentality, and you're starting to learn to, well, not learn, you're starting to really practice that mentality that you know you're capable of putting in the work, putting in the efforts and the investment and the energy into things that will actually be better for you in the future, but will actually take time. With the Five of Swords here, there's mental conflict or just conflict in general. And with Judgment, I feel like you may have had a conflict with someone that has kind of giving you a bit of an epiphany or a bit of a clearer vision of, I don't need this. I don't need to deal with this. I'm over it. I don't have the energy. I don't have the time for this. Maybe you walking away from this type of mental conflict or this type of conflicting energy with people who are constantly trying to belittle you, um, even just battle you, or just always in this mood to argue with you. It's like you found this way of walking away from them, right? And with the Page of Pentacles here, the Six of Pentacles is kind of sideways. So it's consistently saying that you have been in a state of consistently giving your time, effort, and your money even to things that aren't necessarily being um, beneficial for you, or even are draining you, and you've been in this constant state of giving, 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 but not to the right things, right? But I think now with the Queen of Pentacles, it's kind of a more grounded mentality of putting in the work to actually have it benefit you, have it nurture your own life, your own future, your own your own goals, your own investments that should actually come back and help you, not just everyone around you, right? No longer being taken advantage of, no longer just giving your energy away, no longer I don't want to say not valuing, but actually remembering the value of things and remembering that even though money does matter, it's what you do with it and how you apply it to your own self and to your own future, to your own life, to your own environment that is really going to help you really see how to continue on in life in general, right? So whether it's um are you, for example, I don't know, I'm getting like eating healthier, like when you're putting in your money towards better food versus going to fast food real quick, you're like, oh, but I'm saving money because I'm not spending all this money on vegetables and eating and healthier stuff. It's more pricey, but then all that money that you're supposed to be saving ends up going to a doctor's office because you don't feel well, like, so it's like smaller investments, a little bit of a more of a sacrifice as far as money, but a better outcome in the end because it's helping you, even though in the instant it's not exactly um how do I say it? It's money that you could be using, but it's still actually being used in a more beneficial way for you in the future, rather than, oh, well, I'm saving money because I got like a 2 for 5 combo or something, or like buy one get one, some type of deal. You know how they have so many deals like McDonald's, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, like all this stuff, right? Um, I don't know why I'm getting Wiener Schnitzel. I don't even eat there. Sonic, all these types, Chipotle, Subway, you know, it's smaller, like bigger sacrifices in the moment that may feel, well, they'll feel like a bigger sacrifice, but in the end, it's really only going to help you, right? Not for everybody, obviously, because I'm sure other people, just even eating out in general isn't exactly what you're supposed to be doing. go to the store, buy the groceries, and actually put in the work in doing and cooking the groceries that you're buying. I feel like a lot of us, oh, I'm gonna eat healthier. I'm gonna save money by buying food and cooking it at home, meal prepping. You go to the store and you're like, oh, I did all my grocery shopping. I'm gonna go eat fast food because I don't want to cook because I'm so tired. Like just smaller sacrifices. I don't know why do I keep saying smaller sacrifice? Um, Maybe there's something there. Smaller sacrifice. I don't want to say smaller sacrifices, but I mean more like bigger sacrifices in smaller amounts will eventually outcome into a more beneficial, consistently stable outcome for you, right? So being able to feel better more consistently rather than on and off. Um, Being consistent with your exercising and feeling that consistent burst of energy that you can kind of feel when you're exercising more, and all the endorphins that are kind of kicking in because you're constantly exercising versus drinking a lot of coffee, right? And then using that coffee over and over again because you're just so tired and you need coffee again and again. Caffeine in general is still a drug, right? A more widely accepted drug, but you still want to put in the better efforts, the bigger sacrifices of putting in more extra work, and then getting the a more consistent and stable beneficial outcome in the end because you're putting in that extra work in the moment and then getting the better outcome in the end, right? So with the Hierophant here, we have a more spiritual perspective as well. The Hierophant is like a spiritual mentor. Think of it like a priest, a spiritual teacher, someone more wise, more spiritually intelligent, I guess you can say. And with the Hierophant here under the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you're really trying to heal your spirit more than anything. You're trying to give to your mind, your body, and now your soul instead of just your mind or instead of just your body. It's like you're trying to merge all three together and realizing that all three affect each other in one way or another, right? So it's almost like a better investment for you. Um, for the Hanged Man here, that's the new perspective I was talking about. This is basically allowing yourself to kind of meditate and see another perspective. When you, I don't know if you ever wondered like, oh, how would this look upside down? That's a whole new view, a whole new perspective, a whole new way of seeing things, right? So that's kind of what the Hangman is. It's being able to put yourself in a different lens to see things in a different way. And with the Page of Cups here as a clarifier, it's basically saying that you need to really be aware of all the emotions that these new perspectives may bring up. So with the Page of Cups, it's really giving that energy of like you're going to start feeling all these new emotions. You may not know what to do with them, but that's okay. In the end, everybody's learning. Everybody's learning how to process these new feelings. Maybe there's bad habits that you may struggle with breaking, and that's okay as long as you're still consistently putting in the work to break those bad habits, right? With the Page of Cups here, I want to do a little bit of clarity on the Page of Cups. So, clarity on the Page of Cups, my guide, please. Well, damn. Mm. Queen of Cups. Oh, the Page of Wands again. And then the Ace of Swords. Okay. So, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords. I mean, Ace of Swords, sorry. And Page of Wands. So, with these new emotions, you're on the path of mastering these new, more intense, more empathetic, more um, emotionally fulfilling feelings that you're gonna be experiencing, right? You're gonna be basically trying to learn how to process these emotions both emotionally and logically. So with the Ace of Swords, it's really gonna provide new intelligence. It's gonna elevate your way of thinking. It's gonna force you to really look at things mentally or logically, um, in a different way that you're not used to, and this is gonna allow you to kind of grow intellectually, um, and become more emotionally intelligent. Even though if you already are, it's only just gonna elevate that skill, right? And with the Page of Wands here, I'm getting it also has to do with a bit of anger. Maybe anger is something that you struggle with, but allowing yourself this new perspective of, you know, focusing on your health, focusing on your physical matters, on your actual body itself, focusing um, on your investments, on your energy, on your efforts that you really want to prioritize. It's gonna allow you to really um, see the whole world in a different light. However, with the Pigeon ones, it may bring up emotions of frustration or anger, like I was saying, because you don't like feeling angry. You don't like feeling frustrated. You don't like feeling stressed. But because you're learning for a new perspective, I feel like consistently putting in that effort into this new perspective of managing your emotions better is really going to allow you to feel that frustration and handle that frustration in a better way, right? Um, what advice do you have for the collective on how to handle the frustrations better? Let's do that. Oh, out in the cold. All right. Okay. So we have here. Does that light even look good? Which light? Ooh, let's do that one just for a little bit. So in order to feel your frustrations, you need to let go of whatever is making you feel isolated. You need to let go of anybody or anything or any place that is making you feel left out. You need to let go towards you need to let go of that towards more peaceful, calmer environments. By doing that, you need to open up to newer connections. Um, Allow yourself to step out of your comfort zone. Not doing that and restricting yourself from opening any new connections with friends, family members, even romantic connections. I'm getting it's restricting you from finding more peaceful, calmer waters and a more peaceful friendship, a more peaceful community, a more peaceful environment in general, right? It's time to leave what needs to be left behind. Whatever's making you feel frustrated, it's time to let it go. So with the 401s, you need to find a path towards a home. Find your way towards people, towards locations, towards friends, anybody and everything that makes you feel like home. Um, it's really important that you work on your home environments because that's going to allow you to really build that strong foundation in order to grow into the better person that you want to become. But by doing that, you got to offer yourself to other people, offer your emotional vulnerabilities. Obviously, not right away. You want to build that trust, you want to build that connection. You want to build that connection, but by building that connection, you're still offering yourself emotionally, spiritually, logically, energetically. It's still a sacrifice that you have to make, right? But horses, I don't know, white horses specifically is popping up in my head. Be able to open up more is what I'm getting. Um, let's see. There was a deck that I wanted to use. Where is it? Okay. Alrighty. I haven't used this deck, but I've been wanting to use it. It's a plant oracle. So let's see. Um, bear with me now. Bear with me. What's that? What's that audio from TikTok? Hold on. Bear with me now. Bear with me. Okay. So my question for this deck is, what energies? No, let me think. Let's see. I'm getting the sense like, what connections should you start making your way towards? Right? Let's ask that. What type of connections should the collective be working their way towards? Right? Okay. Ooh, I'm not used to this. This one's a little. The quality of this deck, it's good. It's just a little hard to shuffle. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Put those babies right there. Right, reveal yourself right now. Let's see. Okay. Woo! Okay, okay, okay. So we're gonna go with this. So we have here blue vervain, black walnut, seaweed, boneset, vitex or vitex, and red root. All right. So after getting a good sense of what all these cards mean, you gotta go towards people who are gonna make you feel like home, people who you know will allow you to fall apart so they can help you get back together, people who will provide a safe space for you, people who will make you remember who you truly are as a person, people who will provide authenticity, people who will allow you to be yourself without having to hide, without having to have on a mask, without having to really um, put up a front in order to be appeased by others. Is that a word? Appeased. To be pleasurable to others, I guess you can say. Um, Overall, this whole energy is find allies, find people who will provide a safe space for you, find people who will actually allow you to be yourself, find people who will allow you to break down, because we all sometimes just need someone to break us down, not to break us down, to allow us to break us down, break ourselves down, and then help you help you get back together. Ooh. So overall, allies, safe space, good people who will provide us a place for you to heal. So that is the type of people that spirit guides want you to move towards. It's not easy, and it's definitely not quick. It takes time, years even, but it's as long as you're making that effort, right? But throughout the journey of meeting these new people, you're gonna allow yourself to really become who you truly want to be before the traumas, before the embarrassing moments, before the bad memories kind of take over and cause all this fear and stress of who you are now. Go back to the roots of who you were before all this trauma, before all this fear kind of took over you, right? Kind of learn to not care so much and remember the power you have within. Because one thing that a lot of people have is an inner child. You know, we have the inner childlike spirit inside of us that enjoys the fun things, pure fun, pure entertainment. A lot, like I said, a lot of people. I don't know if I said it here actually, but Disney, like Disney adults, they tend to have lived childhoods that were very extremely restrictive as far as fun. You know, you can't have too much fun. You can't laugh too loud. You can't show your emotions too much because it's this place of restriction because either it was disruptive or they just didn't want to hear, right? And then Disney as an adult, it allows you to be in a place where you can just be happy and enjoy the fun small things that even kids like, but to your heart's content because that's kind of what you were restricted from as a kid, right? You couldn't enjoy it to its fullest potential. When now as an adult you have all the freedom to do it because no one can tell you anything. No one can tell you you're being too much, right? So yeah, pretty much kind of like that as an example. That is reading. So kind of learn to blend the the inner child with the practical, evolved, logical side of yourself, and do both. All right. So hopefully the reading resonated, and I will be posting more readings. So take care.